y'all are too much, and also just perfect. Good evening, everybody. How's it going today? I thought we'd do like kind of a relaxed Silent Hilly stream tonight. I know Origins is like the most boringest of the Silent Hill games, but I'll try to be entertaining. Oh my gosh, Fox. I'm exhausted. I'm pretty sleepy myself. Okay, good, we have sound. There we go. Okay. Silent Hill is pretty relaxing, though. At least I think so. Oh, Travis. What are you doing with your life? Just trucking it up? Do you think that maybe... Oh, is this the game with the Dommy Mommy Benign? No, that's Resident Evil. You know what? I downloaded the demo for that. Should we maybe play this for like an hour or two and then go try out that demo? Should we do that? Have we reached the final chapter of this game? We're pretty close, I think. I think the last thing we have to do is head over to the apartments or the motel. So this is pretty close to the end here. Miss it. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Can we go to Taco Shack? We have tacos at home. There's tacos at home. Let's see. I'm gonna try heading towards Alchemilla Hospital, but I'm guessing that's gonna be blocked off.
I have come from the future with a dear warning for ban. Don't eat dirt cheese. The tacos are evil.
But they're so delicious. I don't know. I feel like they wanted to recreate the map from Silent Hill 1, which they kinda did. They added on to the Silent Hill 1 map. It's just the stuff they added is dumb and stupid. Okay. I hate this document in particular. I've got problems with the story of this game. I'm gonna put them into some specifics. Because I feel like I haven't, like, vocalized them properly. But, okay, here we go. Okay. Looks like the fire started on the second floor and spread to the rest of the house. Circumstances are suspicious. Now, why did they change the house fire to being started on the second floor? Someone has ruled through this text and added a new paragraph. Seems there was an accident in the basement and an old boiler caused a fire that spread to the rest of the building. The cause would appear to be accidental. Despite firefighters' best efforts, it spread to the surrounding houses. Alessa Gillespie was declared dead at the scene by Dr. Kaufman. Her body was identified by her mother. Death certificate and coroner's report will be forthcoming. Okay, so, like, there's a retcon, right? Like, so in Silent Hill 1, we learn that, like, during the ritual, Alessa's heightened emotions and psychic powers cause the boiler to explode, which burns the house down. And then she's taken to the hospital. And here, it's like the cult is in charge of the police force. So they're, like, doctoring the documents. So they started a fire, I guess, on purpose on the second floor. And then they changed the police report so it reads that the boiler exploded. And also they faked Alessa's death for some reason. I don't understand why. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Why would they start a fire? How does that help them? Great question. It doesn't, as far as I know. Although whoever wrote this game apparently thinks that the fires may be part of the ritual or something. I don't know. I don't know. So there's two things that are going on here, which is I think they're really confused about Silent Hill 3. Turns out they didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. Oh good, I'll just pick up this typewriter. Okay. How pervasive is the cult supposed to be? How is this related to the mommy rock? They're not supposed to be... It's a little vague. Blem. The officer spoke with Miss Gillespie and her daughter and saw no evidence of any neglect or abuse. Felt that Mrs. Gillespie seemed a model parent. Childish fantasies. That's a reference to when Dahlia says the words childish sleep talk in the first game. Okay. It's possible they were actually trying to kill, it's a... Hi, Linux. My fur and whiskers. Thank you so much for the follow. It is possible it was a human sacrifice thing, but so here's where I think some of the confusion comes up. Is in Silent Hill 3... God, we just picked up a filing cabinet. Okay, so I'm gonna carry around this filing cabinet. I really want to. What is it? There we go. This is my filing cabinet. Bring it with. Just gonna take it with now. It lives with Travis now. Alright. I'm gonna file this under ridiculous. So here's the thing that I thought of the other day is, hey, in Silent Hill 3, it's clear that for the god to be resurrected inside Heather, Claudia needs to cause an incredible amount of pain and suffering to her, right? The god is feeding on her pain and her hatred. And the thing is that I don't think that that's the case for Alessa. I think that that's different between Heather and Alessa. And let me explain the way that I think the universe works, the mechanics of this. So, for Alessa, they did the impregnation ritual, so she's got the god growing in her. And as long as she's got her psychic powers, it'll continue to manifest itself into reality, right? But the god's birth is halted for 7 years by the fact that she splits her soul and doesn't have her psychic powers anymore, right? When Alessa is resurrected into Heather, the god is also reborn inside Heather. However, Heather does not have Alessa's powers. She doesn't have any psychic powers. She doesn't have, the whole thing that Alessa's got, where she went through, the ritual and everything, right? So I think that the reason that Claudia needs Heather to feel pain is so that she becomes more connected to Alessa. I think that because Alessa was suffering with her burns in the hospital and the ongoing nightmare of having that god inside her for 7 years, it became a part of her. And so as Heather suffers, she becomes more like Alessa, which awakens the parts of Alessa in her. I think that's unique to Heather. Check out my rig. Got a GTX 30 series in here. So I think in this game they think that the god just feeds off negative emotions in general, which I don't think is the case. I'm gonna go to that taco shack. God is unversed. Yeah, exactly. There's the Heather Duke, Heather Chandler, or Heather McNamara. I don't know what that's a reference to. Oh God, look at him. He's just galloping. He's galloping right at me. Heather, Heather, and Heather. I feel like I'm missing the reference. Was there like a show? So Vanitas is trying to work with the cult to resurrect God. To bring utopia to the world and defeat the Patriot. You got it. You totally understand. You totally understand it. 100%. See, there's this musical called Heathers. Okay. Okay. I'm not familiar. I'm sorry. You made the good joke, and I ain't got it. Look at this guy and his assault rifle. Look at him. What a modern soldier. Oh, also it's a real gun. Okay. Andy, everything is fine. It's all fine. I cleaned it. It's fine. Sold lots of books. The locked your keys in the cash register. The combination is your Greenfield apartment number. Hope you enjoyed your vacation. Darn. Oh, does anybody remember? Oh, jeez. What was the apartment number of the one where the letters were overflowing the mailbox? Was it 203? Oh, no. I might have to look this up or something, right? Pretty sure it was like 20 something. You know how when you push certain numbers on a cash register and then it just pops open? That makes sense, right? That makes sense. Do you want the answer to this? Yeah, give it to me. Hey Wiccan, how you doing today? $213? Okay. Probably should have just kept going. Thank you, Black Sheep. I appreciate you. Well, now we've got an assault rifle for the rest of the day. Oh, hey, Theo. How's it going? Everything is fine. A dark god is being reborn, but at least there's more foot traffic. So that's nice. Oh, wow. Okay. So let us through here? That's cool. I guess. Is it gonna be enough to get us all the way down there? Can we go through the general store and get there? I wonder. There's more foot traffic because a monster with many feet is nearby. It's got so many feet. The assault rifle is actually a book in the shape of an assault rifle because knowledge is the real weapon. Let that be a lesson to you all. Not doing so well. Don't want to be done. Oh, no worries. We got a venting chat in the Discord if there's anything you need to get off your chest. But other than that, I hope you feel better soon. What is this? Oh, an ampoule. Good. Okay. We're stocking up on healing items. This is good. We're gonna need them later. Because I'm bad at videos game. Very bad. Oh, thank goodness. More ammo. Okay. Look at all this booze. Some Travis in his comfort filing cabinet. He should be able to get like a big body pillow. Like imagine him walking around with a Kigurumi like that.
I'm sorry, honey. Did you hear all that yell about Munch?
I did. All the dates have expired, so I'd rather not drink these. Not sure what we just picked up, but I'm assuming it was a key to something. You can remove knowledge from someone with enough physically applied force directly to the right place. Yeah. Theoretically. Blum. 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 Is that a stick we could pick up? Yeah, sure is. Blum. Yes, I can get out this way. Blum. Alright, that way we don't have to go through Blum. The whole place again. Let's take this nice shortcut back. Is this an energy drink? Nice. Is it not normal to pick up deadly ammo for a military grade weapon next to year-old hot dogs and a slushie? No, that's, you know, America. It's just how it be here. This takes place in Wisconsin. Blum. Okay, we're gonna head down, and then we're gonna go to the chillingly named Riverside Drive. Which is great. I'm very excited to get from this game to Homecoming, which at least has something going on. There we go. Normally the hot dogs are fresh. I mean, relatively speaking. Well, hey, it's that boss we fought. You know, they make bosses just regular enemies. That's cool, right? Is that something titty centipedes? I mean, those are in there.
What is this shit? I asked for extra sauerkraut and mustard on my hunting rifle. Can't have anything in Silent Hill.
Thank you, Tragedy. There's only one good name for a drugstore, and it's the local drugstore where I grew up. Happy Harry's Discount Drugs. Perfect. Super Drug sounds good. When I went on a road trip through the Dakotas, we passed by what I think is the only drugstore there, because there's one gigantic drugstore called Wall Drug, and then like 50 million billboards for it. So it's like Wall Drug, only 500 miles this way. So I can only assume it's the only drugstore they've got, but it's really big. Like it's like the size of a mall. South Dakota. The worst Dakota. I don't know if I have much of a preference between the two. Saw some bisons there. They were pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Passed by the 2 Dakotas when traveled through the U.S. Yup. That's right. Yeah, Dakota's okay. Pretty good. Being greasy, wet garbage. Yeah, but I can get incensed about that. I feel like playing Kingdom Hearts has made it harder to get angry about Silent Hill being shit garbage over here. Like I'm missing some context on why we're carrying this nightstand safe cabinet. It's a filing cabinet. We picked it up in the general store earlier, and I decided it was a friend, and now I'm carrying it for safekeeping. Mine. Look, you can hug it. You can just give it a little hug. Yeah.
It's friend-shaped.
It's shaped like a friend. A very square, boxy friend. Room 500, Mr. R. Grady, other occupant's son. Oh no. Travis, remember to ring that bell and subscribe. Travis Grady driving that engagement. Look at this big deer. All safe. Also, I started playing Kingdom Hearts Final Mix this evening. Oh, Hex! I hope you enjoy it. I think the first Kingdom Hearts is all right. I'm happy that there's enough information in that game to, like, pretty much explain everything that happens in it. Like, it feels fairly self-contained. It's not too bad. Smash that like button.
Or I'll smash you!
Remember when Claudio was like... Oh god. Chat's thirsty tonight. Y'all been watching them Resident Evil gifs? Is that what it is?
Oh god, is everyone being thirsty for me?
Everybody says smush me please.
Stop, no.
Heck. Remember when Claudio was like, ring that bell, Heather? There is another reason, though. To drive engagement.
Ring my bell, ring my bell.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, there's a Rotary calendar. Okay, so I'm assuming we have to put in the date that they checked in. So we have to find the other half of the piece of paper that was on the desk there, because I've played puzzle games and I know how this works. Free Doms for all bottoms. Doms for the people. A chicken in every pot and a top on every bottom.
Oh god, we're gonna be stretched so thin.
No, the bottoms are the ones who are going to be stretched.
Oh my god. There's nothing honorary about my elfness.
That's true. I apparently chose wisely for which stream to watch tonight. Hi, Say. Hey, y'all. I saw Casey just went live, though. And she's playing Neo 2, which is a way more exciting game than this. I was actually considering playing that instead of this tonight, but I don't compete with Casey or anything like that. It'd be weird. Boss, the bottoms are surrounding the building and they brought guillotines. For what? The bottom's unionizing. Neo Automata. That's the one. It's Beetlejuice. Wait. Wedding Gear? Wedding Gear. Huh. Looks like it's been here a while. Colonel. I can't believe those clothes just had sex. Finally, a weapon to surpass wedding gear. Now watch. With the power of this demon superweapon, I'll drag the concept of matrimony into the 21st century. Heck.
Tia Bab gifted a tier 1 sub to Rabbit Queen Rainly. They have given 41 gift subs in the channel.
Hacks, that is illegal. Oh, Remy, welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Thank you so much for the support, Tia Bab. Thank you for the gift sub. So nice. Oh, jeez. Alright. No. I'm gonna get him with my filing cabinet.
Oh, you dropped your friend.
I know. There was nothing else they could do. This is exciting gameplay. Oh yeah, just clip that kid right there. Alright, that's perfect. Oh, okay. Oh, humanity. A Dokapon? 9.5 hours. Jeez. Alright, what do I got? 16 service points, 36 is silver. Okay. This is the liberty we have created for ourselves. Outer polygamous.
What?
Hi Ellie, how you doing? Okay, Travis, you just do an animation there. There we go, thank you. I'm just reading chat. I'm just reading chat. What was that store in the mall that had like swords and whatnot? Oh god. I know what you're talking about. Oh, thank you again. Ellie is a fox queen.
Fun, why do you always make your best jokes when I go to take a drink? It's fucking uncanny.
Didn't mean to. Wait, I need to compliment Lucky Bun? I don't know, they're okay, I guess. Know way too much about Kingdom Hearts, though. Okay. Alright, Bun is stylish and
Want me to do it?
pretty good friend and is
Very cute.
very cute.
Has great hair.
I don't know about that. I mean, I haven't been able to get it cut since like
It's
quarantine stuff. Okay.
And you have really pretty eyes.
Yeah. Hi, Zoomy.
You're a really good friend. And an adorable bottom.
I'm doing my best.
Bun has great buns. You do.
Wholesomely lewd. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just keep complimenting Bun until they just like burn a hole in the floor.
I don't know if I can stand much more than that. Did my best. Pidge! This is unacceptable. I'm gonna need to change the rules regarding these complimentary redemption. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of compliments.
I don't know. Compliment the cat.
Bun is surprisingly not stinky. You know, you'd think. But like, you know. Blum.
Bun can fill out my cosplay any day if you know what I
I
mean.
came back from Squatchy, and as I returned, I had one vision. The world sat agay. And do you know what I saw there? A furry. A great and terrible furry being alive. Now you too will feel the scorching heat of that woo-wagness.
The furry. Okay, this is a monster called Two Backs. Guess why? It's really dumb. It's really dumb.
Also, it's a reference.
Yes.
Somewhere Shakespeare is angry and he doesn't know why. He's dead and he's angry. I didn't write Othello for you people to put it in your shitty Silent Hill.
Well, they were making reference to the Tempest earlier, so.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Yep.
I don't know where Shakespeare is, in what plane of existence, but he's drinking right now. Wait, even check to see if there's a evil fetus in the sink.
I have not. Baby got backs. What does BFX do? I will make the sound effects of the game. Moosh 1001, thank you so much for the follow, my furred whiskers. To my beloved wife, I miss you so intensely. Watching them take you away was like a dagger through my heart. It had to be done, but now I am so alone. At the doctor's advice, I told Travis you were dead. Maybe it would be better if you were. Helen, will you ever come back to me? What a terrible thing to write to someone. What an absolutely monstrous thing to say. Anyway, so one of the things I want to complain about this game, I want to do a big complaint on this game. Hugs and kisses, XOXO. Yeah, I super miss you, but also, have you thought about being dead? That might be alright. Zozo. Oh, okay. Yeah. Zoo. One of the things that this game is trying to do... Okay. Louise. This game is so dark. Okay. One of the things that this game is trying to do is just be Silent Hill 2. It's just trying to be Silent Hill 2 again. So, we have our main character who has forgotten some death-related trauma in his past, and refuses to or can't remember it, and is trapped in Silent Hill until he does, and to Silent 2 Hill, that's the one. And also they have Lisa in here taking the place of Maria. So Lisa shows up. Yeah, every Western Silent Hill is trying to be 2. Yes, 100%. So instead of Maria showing up and teasing James for the purpose of, you know, displaying James's guilt over his wife and also, like, you know, the fragility of his own masculinity and his own self-confidence. Instead, we just have Lisa showing up and teasing Travis because that's what you do in a Silent Hill game, they supposed. Play this on PSP and just about... You know what? The PSP, for a PSP game, it looks fine. It's pretty good. They did a pretty good job fitting, like, a pretty big game onto the handheld, you know? Can the lying figures in Silent Hill 2 kill you when they're scuttling around on the floor? I don't think they attack you if they're on the floor. They'll, like, stand up and then try to attack you. Oh, that Prinny game's real good. Bunny! Hey, Phoenix! How's it going? So, like, yeah, it's trying to be Silent Hill 1 again, but, plot-wise, it's actually just doing Silent Hill 2. Which is annoying a little bit. Like, it wasn't that bad when this game did it, but then every single Western Silent Hill game was like, hey, we have a tortured main character who has forgotten a death in his past and needs to remember it by going through Silent Hill. And it's like, yeah, okay. I get it. Wouldn't it have been better to just make Silent Hill 1 on the PSP? They actually did twice, Sterner. Because... before this came out, they released Silent Hill 1 as a download on the PSP as like as just like a digital version of the game. And then they reimagined Silent Hill 1 as Shattered Memories and released that on the Wii, the PlayStation 2, and the PSP. So by all technicalities, they did that twice after this? Very weird. 2 is different than the other 3 games. You'd think they'd have picked the more common themes in the game instead of deciding to do all the tropes. Weird outlier over and over. You'd think that, but yeah, 2 was the most popular. And also, American developers didn't like the cult stuff because they didn't find it scary. They were like, nope, dead wife, way more interesting than
The town,
cults.
as an entity, has gone into business for itself, providing therapy to annoying dudes with issues.
Basically that! The gate is welded against the wall. I'm not going to get through it. That's a heckin' sound effect, though. great. I'm so glad. The sound design's immaculate. Silent Hill never got a color as a protag, did it? Nope. No, it did not. Kind of a shame, isn't it? I mean, Howard Cult's not scary. Who thinks cults aren't scary? I guess the Western developers of Silent Hill? I don't know. Jeez, I hate these things. They do big lunge. Have a great night, Fox. Sisette tail. Oh, basically. Then again, like, given that Silent Hill was being made at the time, but okay. Alright. By the Western developers. I don't know if I trust them to tackle, like, you know, issues of race or queerness, especially in the context of Silent Hill, which means that it's usually going to be related to trauma, because, Kitty Chan, thank you so much for the follow, my furry whiskers. But yeah, I don't want to play a Western Silent Hill game where the main character is traumatized by their queerness or something like that. It's just, it's not what I need right now. It's not what I want in my life. Is Silent Hill or Resident Evil that has a game coming up with a giant vampire lady? That would be Resident Evil, yes. It looks pretty good. Yeah.
Question, do you have a moment?
I think so.
So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do about food and whether you should eat it.
Okay. Where are you thinking for food?
Couple different places.
Like Italian?
Maybe my mood then moved on to like Mexican. My mood is confused.
Give me a sec, y'all. I'm gonna put on break screen and pick out some food for dinner. If that's okay. Hey, y'all.
The wheels are alive with the sound of bunnies.
That was really good. That was great. Alright, I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Hello, I'm back. Yina's ordering foods. Aww. Ugh. Oh, good. Man, I just love the enemy design in this game. It's real great. Purinos, how you doing?
You want chicken or beef?
How about beef?
Beef.
A biff. A biff. On Fridays, we wear fursuits. Thank you for the bitch, Johnny. Heck. It's a bear with its hair stuck in the ground. I think it's supposed to be like cow. It's supposed to be cow related. I do kind of try to drag Pyramid Head into it, but I think he does make a decent avatar of toxic masculinity and compulsory cis heterosexuality. I think so too. I think he definitely represents James wrestling with the ideas of masculinity, especially like his relationship with like his wife and how that like his inability to like be with his wife is somehow perceived by him to be an assault on his masculinity, which is dumb on his part, and really unhealthy, and I think it's portrayed as being real bad. All these pictures. This is just, oh god. Man, you know what I love is when they just put concept art from the game in the game as like drawings or paintings or whatever. And they're just like, oh, here's some concept art from the game. Western horror stuff from the 2000s is more grounded. We shoot supernatural stuff for the most part. Stuff. Maybe Silent Hill 2 is the one that stuck with Western developers, who at the time was closer to whatever. That would make a lot of sense, yeah. The thing with James is that, like, he's married, but he's, like, unable to, like, have sex with his wife. And so there's this implicit feeling of, like, impotence, right? Which he perceives to be an assault on his masculinity, which is why Pyramid Head is the monster that it is, you know? Like, I think that's what they're going for. Or at least that's the feeling I get out of it.
In this game? Or is this 2?
In 2, yeah. In this game, they just have Pyramid Head in here because he's a big scary monster that they liked. I'm sorry, I didn't mean Pyramid Head, I meant the Butcher, right?
Yeah, no, sorry, I was getting confused. Because, like, in 2, Sad Dad can't have sex with his wife because she has cancer, not because he can't.
Right, but because he can't have sex with her, there's an implied, like, impotence.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely correct. That's still completely, yeah.
Mm-hmm. As an East person, can I say
question mark, question mark, question mark?
Yeah, especially in the horror genre, like, feelings of sexuality are portrayed as being being the monster with the giant helmet and the large penetrating weapon is a metaphor for sexual frustration and toxic masculinity. Yeah, the one that's got, like, you know, the giant muscles and the
phallic sword.
Yeah, and the unfeeling metal head, and yeah. They are definitely portrayed. The little girl from Silent Hill 2 is a figment, or is she a real girl stuck in the town? She's a real girl, and she's not stuck in the town. She's there looking for Mary. Yes. He had less giant muscles in his first appearance. He did, that's true. But you know what? I actually think his redesigns, where they make him more, like, muscular and more, like, mask-coated, are actually pretty on point. Like, I think those are actually, that's actually a good thing. Because that makes sense for what he's supposed to be a metaphor for, you know? I think it works. I don't mind them that much. Maybe go see a medical professional. It is believed that a being of tremendous mental energy may become a vessel capable of giving birth to Samael, oh god, fucking damn it.
Here we go again.
Samael's arrival will bring forth paradise on earth. Something has been added to the margin. Given that this vessel is to be molded with suffering and pain, just what kind of god and what kind of paradise would result? Okay, so they think... Here's the mistakes they've made. Zaravi, thank you so much for the follow. My fur and whiskers. Nice to have you here. Oh gosh, we are, by the way, I think we're less than like 180 follows away from 2,500. I do have something special planned. It should be fun. We're gonna play a couple Sonic the Hedgehog games, I think. There'll be a neat time. Sonic 06. We already beat Sonic 06. But yeah, you'll see. It'll be fun. We'll do something neat. Oh yeah, for sure. Sonic the Hedgehog.
How do you feel about Pyramid Head's design in the Silent Hill film where the coal mine fires burned the town when the witch cult burned Alessa for being a witch, resulting in ashes blanketing the town?
Pyramid Head's design was not that bad. It was pretty alright in that one. I think it was actually pretty okay. Like design-wise. Could have been worse. One in a dress? Maybe. Think about it. So here's, let me see. How about 3 mistakes that this has made? 1, Samael is not the name of the cult's god. Dahlia says that the seal of Metrotron is actually the mark of Samael, which is going to summon a demon. Silent Hill 3, we learn that the cult's god is referred to by a demon, as a demon by people who are not members of the cult and wish to deride their beliefs. There's an implication that Metrotron and Samael are aspects of the same deity. So, in theory, when Dahlia says that what Alessa is spreading in the first game is the mark of Samael, when it's actually the seal of Metrotron, that's not necessarily a lie. It's just sort of an untruth, right? That said, the cult's god has only ever been referred to as God by members of the cult and their writings, so we have to presume that the cult's god is named God and nothing else. This is just a misreading of the first game, where they just think that because Dahlia said it's the mark of Samael, they think that Samael's the cult's god. I'm not sure where this came from.
Western Silent Hill says something about cult. Bun. Amazing. Everything you just said was wrong.
It's really astounding. The cult's god is not molded with suffering and pain. That's not necessarily an aspect of the cult's god. I talked about this earlier on today's stream, but the reason that I think the cult's god in Heather needs that suffering and pain is because Heather is not Alessa and does not have her psychic powers. Alessa suffered 7 years of horrible pain and torture because of the fire, the god growing within her, and the splitting of her own soul, as well as the spells that Dahlia did in order to bring her soul back. Not because the god needed suffering and pain to grow, but just because of the circumstances. Heather, because she is not Alessa, the more she becomes like Alessa, the more the cult's god becomes real, right? So they need to create suffering and pain inside Heather so that she remembers being Alessa, therefore making their god more real inside her. That's not a thing that Alessa needed. It's a thing that Heather needed, and I think it's unique to them. Also, this is implying that the paradise that's resulting from the god's birth is the other world, which is not the case. Nobody in the cult implies that or says that, and in fact, most of the members of the cult, like, when you're in the other world and Vincent is there and Heather's like, oh god, this is all fucked up, and Vincent's like, don't worry, God's gonna bring about paradise. Nobody's like, oh, they're gonna bring about this paradise, you know? Like, oh my god. The idea that the other world is paradise is ridiculous. Oh, platonic. I'm just a big, huge dork, that's all. The cult's got his name Twin Perfect. That's actually implied in Book of Memories, which makes reference to two twin gods who are immaculate in every way. Perfect twins, if you will. What, who thought the other world is paradise? That's what it's implying here. It's asking what kind of paradise would result from the pain and suffering of God. Well, that's cool. Huh. Silent Hill's an isekai, kinda. I don't think they'd perceive the other world in the same way, would they? Yeah, if they're in it. Like, if you're in... So the quote-unquote other world isn't like a different perception or a different reality. It's a nightmare being made real. So everything that happens in the nightmare or in the other world is 100% real and is happening, literally. It's all real. It's all happening in the real world. No alternate dimensions, no different perceptions, not like different people are seeing different things. Everybody's seeing the same thing. It's just the world itself is changing for different people. 100%. Didn't Walter Sullivan become a god in his other world, technically? In Walter Sullivan's nightmares, he attained the power of heaven, quote unquote. Become a god is a bit much. Was it referred to as the red god in Silent Hill 3? In Silent Hill 3 has a red god and a yellow god, which is a complicated issue that a lot of people have dug into, and I think is a lot more simple than people give it credit for. And I think it's just I think what it actually is simply a metaphor for sex.
Oh, can I talk?
Go for it.
No, go for it, honey. I'm only good for the linguistic part of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and correct me if I go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There's the two. There's the red god and the yellow god. The red god,
Shukilbara,
which is really badly spelled in the model for surprisingly closer to Shokibara or Flower Spear.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know anything about Aztec symbolism, if flowers are involved, flowers are a metaphor for sex. They are always a metaphor for sex. Like, not like it's romantic. No, yeah. Flowers imply someone is doing the do.
It's carnal.
It's very carnal. So, carnal spear, like, I don't think, you guys are smart. You guys are smart. I don't need to just...
That's a penis.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. And then, what's the name of the other one?
Lobselvit.
And I've heard different proposed etymologies for that one. I think the last one I checked said that it might be Mayan. I don't know enough about Mayan as a language to say if that's true or false. But apparently, whatever language it's supposedly in translates as like...
A vessel of flesh?
Yeah, vessel of flesh, which, again...
Or malformed flesh?
Yeah. Which, again, I don't need to...
It's a womb!
Yeah, it's a uterus. also like the implications of like red being blood and yellow being argued as like amniotic fluid. So yeah,
it's a metaphor.
It's just about sex.
But the camera jitters a lot.
And that's the only thing that I can add to any discussion about Silent Hill.
How puzzling. A puzzle of flesh, if you will. Mm-hmm.
Automaton, I prefer to refer to mine as the human 3D printer. And it's shitty. If anyone wants it, as soon as scientists figure out a way, putting mine on the market.
Has this game been about sex at all? Because there's a lot of weirdly horny monsters, but like, why? Why are the monsters horny? Travis's own damage is that his mom was in the, went to an insane asylum, and his dad hung himself in this motel. That's Travis's, like, that's the long and short of Travis's whole deal.
I mean, that's not a small thing, but still.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome, Demon Scratch.
Zebart, my only experience with Basque is in trying to pronounce the labels of wines from Basque country, because Basque wine is fucking amazing. And, I am someone who has spent a lot of time, still, trying to learn Nahuatl. I've not found, like, any decent, proper resources. I'm in the process of learning any number of languages. I just don't have enough exposure to Basque to know how to pronounce it correctly, so I'll try to say words and sound like a moron.
Yeah, the only thing we've seen about sex in this game so far is that someone made fun of Travis for not having enough of it in the beginning of the game. They're like, "Aw, Travis, you don't have any luck with them ladies." And then Lisa has been teasing him about that.
I can't be there for him.
I don't know why.
There's too much pain in this world without you. That thing that stole your body.
Show me your moves. Hey, Captain Falcon, how's it going? Okay, so 12th of what month? What month has 29 days? I don't remember. February?
30 days has September, April, June, and no wonder all the rest have peanut butter except for Grandma and she rides a bicycle. What month is it?
It has 29 days. What month is it?
That's February.
Okay.
Because, again, the actual rhyme that's not written by someone weird. 30
In a
days
leap year?
has September,
Okay.
April, June, and November, all the rest of 31 except for February. There's a couple of stupid lines about how you determine leap years.
Sure. Cyber Cooler. Thank you so much for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Nice to have you here. Okay, so there's all these creepy motel peepholes into the bathrooms. It's creepy.
Pibbles.
It's supposed to be creepy. Alright. February 12th. Okay. Oh. My rabbit got into Wonderland. Hello! Welcome to Wonderland. I mean, it is creepy, but it's also absent any context. Right. Manager's office key. Alright, this photo. Cause of death. Shaka! Shaka! Is Silent Hill Wonderland? No. Although the first Resident Evil movie has a main character named Alice, and the primary conflict of that movie is against a computer program called the Red Queen. And also there's a lot of mirrors in it. And, oh, there's that one scene where they show the T-virus being created by, injecting rabbits with stuff. That's weird, right? That first Resident Evil movie is pretty bad. It's pretty dumb. Hopefully I can get through here. Cause of death. I called shotgun. Strangely coincidental. Right. I don't know what they were going for. I really don't know what those movies were like. Like, what was the metaphor they wanted? I mean, it's like a through the looking glass thing, but like, what does that have to do with Resident Evil or zombies? I just don't know. Alright, I need to get back into reception. There's not a way to get into this building, right? No. Okay. Hey, look at Mila Jovovich do a backflip. She can drive a motorcycle through a stained glass window. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be real cool. Is 8 gonna be first person again? I've not actually looked into it at all. I think 8 is first person. So I think what they're gonna wind up doing is I think what's going to wind up happening is that the Resident Evil, like, numbered ones are all going to be first person, like Resident Evil 7 style. And then they're going to continue doing, like, the remaster ones in third person. And then they're going to make some new, like, third person remaster style ones. I think that's what's going to wind up happening, right? I can't help but Z-Bart. They keep jumping on me. What am I supposed to do? Can't Capcom remake Code Veronica? I mean, they'll have to eventually, right? They're gonna run out of Resident Evils to remake. There we go. Okay, my controller's back. Remake 1? They did! They had a RE1 HD. It's pretty good. There we go. They do change them up, but I think they're also falling into a bit of a formula. Which I appreciate. Like, because I like both. I like the Resident Evil 7 style, but I also like the RE remake ones. I think they're both pretty good. What was it? 12? And then it had to be back in like the 80s, right? '70s? This puzzle seems a little fishy. Just a little fishy. Is the HD remaster of Code Veronica bad? I wasn't aware there was a remaster. I smell a pun. Does something smell fishy? Don't worry, I'm finished with these puns.
You keep it up, I'm gonna have to brain you out. And if things get really bad, we'll have been scrawed.
Yeah, I didn't think they remade CV. I think they just released it as a download. Okay.
Are you being coy?
No. They only called the new Resident Evil Village so they can include 8 in the logo. That is probably true. But also I'm so here for it because those logos look great. I kind of love it. I really liked the Biohazard one. It was really good. Some of these puns are really troutological. Troutological. Sophie.
Cod, you believe it.
My God.
Don't get crabby.
Jesus, stupid thing. What did...
Hey guys. I have been eeling these puns are endless.
Okay. Oh. Oh, thank goodness.
Are
I actually
we
have some
turning the
health
tide?
items. Okay, there we go. No. Ah, my friend.
Sell your friend's brothers too.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Friendly neighborhood filing cabinet. I'm gonna hug him and squeeze him. Alright. He's back. Back, baby! Stuffed animals. This kind of thing makes me feel bad. Travis, I don't think that word means what you think it means. I think what you mean is like taxidermied animals. Dear Cod, I doubt these puns could get any worse. I don't see how, at least. Perhaps we will Finn-ish strong. My rod, that was real bad. Chris Redfield is better than Leon Kennedy. That's... Ooh. Ooh. That's a take. Alright. I think I'm a bigger Barry Burton fan. But I could see where you're going with this. Or my favorite Resident Evil character, Joseph. Remember Joseph? He's in Resident Evil 1. He's eaten by dogs in the live-action intro. Joseph! I can never remember who Chris is. He's the one with short hair who looks like a guy, right? So, Chris looks completely different in every game he's ever in. So that's a great question. Oh no. Oh, just hanging out. Just hanging out. Just gonna clip through that wall over there. That's fine. It's so good. Don't bother me in my filing cabinet. I'm just gonna be here. Oh, good. Oh, good. We found the racist room.
I feel like, what, for the record, the flag is obviously racist, and I will never argue that point. However, I feel like we need to reemphasize that that is the coward's flag or traitor's flag.
That's the one.
Yeah, you know the one. The one from the war that you lost. Is Silent Hill in Maine, honey? Or didn't they hint that it's actually on the West Coast?
Silent Hill, according to the visual novel for the Game Boy Color, is in Maine. So depends on how much you believe that as a source.
Rabbit Queen, as a fellow Michigan person, the amount that I will randomly trip over people with Confederate flags, it's like, you do realize that Michigan launched a pretty sizable force to go and kick their asses, right? God, I wish I actually was a necromancer, because I would just raise, like, all of the Civil War Union soldiers and be like, hey, look at that asshole!
I'm not in love with clocks, I'm just aficionado.
Aficionado?
Wait, did he just cock a revolver? Yeah! He just pulled the slide on a revolver. Very strange. Even from someone like me who doesn't really use guns.
Yeah, for the record, I'm not
Seems very weird.
For the record, I'm
Okay,
not claiming
please equip a thing. Okay, god damn it.
I'm not claiming that they are not racist for having the flag, but the thing is, if you call them a racist, most of them won't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because if they're racist enough that they've got that in their window, that's not gonna get them. However, if you called them a traitor and a coward, that might actually clamber under their skin.
Hi Montgomery, how you doing? My favorite was there was a headline that had a picture of that guy waving the Confederate flag in the
Also,
at the House of Representatives,
God.
and it was like this guy waving Confederate flag in Congress appropriately surrenders to police. It was like, it's a good headline. RE4 safe rooms. Oh, this is a good one.
What the fuck? Why?
Don't attack me. Stop it.
I have a small button.
Okay, please use the quote-unquote quick menu.
It's okay. After this experience, Travis replaced the flag with an Hang Out Anime Girl sticker.
This quote-unquote quick menu is absolutely awful.
I used to live in the very, very far north of Michigan. Not Upper Peninsula, but like right at the tip of the mitten. And where I lived was pretty decent, but to get there...
Okay, look at the reload animation on this revolver, though. Okay. He pulled the slide.
What?
I don't know.
Michigan does not suck. It's just... we have a bunch of very nice people surrounded by large quantities of just open, empty bullshit that which for some reason, beautiful swaths of, like, farmland and whatnot seem to attract racists in a way that just fucking... Why? Because that's the thing, like, again, the town that I lived and worked in for a couple of years was fantastic. It was very liberal, lots of... I mean, you know, liberal in the American sense, as in, like, leftist but not sure how to go about it. But then, to get there, you'd have to drive through, like, a couple of podunk towns, and you would inevitably, like, end up behind some fucking, you know, truck
I like Kelly.
with bumper stickers on it, talking about guns, how much they hunt, and the Confederate flag.
There we go.
Honestly, that's exactly it, Seabart. Like, having gone through so many of these places and spent a fair bit of time driving around in the middle of fucking nowhere, like... Like, on the one hand, there's a lot of poverty, but on the other hand, it's just like... Guys, the rest of the world is out there. You could come visit. It doesn't suck, I promise. Ann Arbor is thebomb.com. I actually went and visited there last weekend to go and pick up some sandwiches for me and Bun.
And they were tasty.
Zingermans.
Alright, let me see here. To the kitchen, the diner. And there's a laundromat up now. Oh, right, I forgot. I need this plank of wood. So I can go do a boss fight. How much left of Origins because I'm excited for you to play Homecoming. This, no matter what happens, this is going to be my last Origins stream, I think. Because, like, I'm pretty much done with that. I think we can beat it tonight. There's only like an hour or two left, but... Look, it's Pyramid... I mean, the Butcher, of course. Very different.
Someone played the Butcher. Am I being summoned?
No, the Butcher. This lame monster man. With the metal mask. Alright, I'm gonna hang out like over here. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna run around here and right quick. What does it represent? It represents being Pyramid Head. Remember Pyramid Head? That guy was scary. You know how scary that guy was? Can I copy your homework? Okay, but change it so it's not obvious. Travis just punches him. Oh. Yeah, so the Butcher here, we get like, okay, so there's an introduction to him when we go through that butcher shop earlier, and then here's where we fight and kill him. And that's all he does in the game, really. So like, alright. Oh, and then we pick up and we become the butcher. Perfect. So yeah, like, what is that doing in the game? Like, what is that doing for us? Like, narratively, emotionally, like, anything like that? Like, has that provided us anything? The butcher has become the butched. God, the combat in this game sucks. I mean, it is, yes, I am feeling that. Also, how either this bar is really tall, or Travis is like an 8-year-old. Huh. You bad, actually? I mean, I am also bad at this game. I'm probably bad at this game, but, you know. Eat you go. Oh, goodness gracious. Heck. Oh no. Chat's destroyed. Chat's been heckin' destroyed. Ah, Skyfox! Skyfox, how's it going? Welcome on in, Raiders. It's a delight to see you today. Hello! Oh my goodness gracious. All of y'all coming in here hot. Raiding on in. Wolfcade Zero, thank you so much for pointing Skyfox this way. Oh heck. Edergen, thank you for the follow. Heck. Mile Wide Pizza, Vexent, SK Mercury, Zethium, Dovarex, Irte, Chiku, Spy Apoy, Lucky Cowie, that's a good name, I like it. Dodo, and Bonely. Oh, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follows, my fur and whiskers. It's nice to see you all. How's it going? Holy heck, how's it going, y'all? Welcome on in. I'm Bun, or Lucky, or Paige, whichever you prefer. I got an exclamation pronouns in chat if you like to do those. I do bad games every Tuesday. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts on Thursdays, and I've been doing a lore through of the Silent Hill series on Fridays. We finished all the great ones, and we're on to the ones that I like a lot less. So I've mostly been complaining about this game. So be aware of that. But if y'all have any questions about Silent Hill, the series, and the story, please let me know. I'm happy to try to explain what's going on in this strange universe of ours. Oh my goodness gracious. Dice Custodian, Tobo's Dragon, Xeon Dude, Money Hams, Jaeger Dog, Grusselfroon, and Swoopy Rail. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follows.
Also, hi everybody, I'm here too. I am the voice in the distance.
That's Yeen. If you'll be playing the Wii Silent Hill, Shattered Memories, also known as Shetmem. I will actually, although I'll probably be playing the PlayStation 2 version. Rather than the Wii version of that one. Depending. I might try to get myself a Wii so I could do that after Homecoming. But we'll see. I liked all Silent Hill games except for Downpour. That's totally legit. I think Downpour is one of my least favorites. Did you guys do The Room? We did! so many follows. Gladys Store 0. Thank you so much for that follow. We couldn't get through Resident Evil 6. There's just too many long, boring parts. Oh my gosh. It gets that way, definitely. They've still got the motion control puzzles in the PS2 version. It's just that you use the you use like mouse control on the controller to do it, which is very weird. But holy heck, what was Skyfox playing today? Oh my gosh. Emulate on Dolph. Maybe, yeah. Breath of the Wild? Oh, super cool. Oh, heck. I still haven't played it. I really need to. That lock's broken too. Okay, how do I get in the laundromat then? Laundry Matthew. Oh, there we go. Oh, that sound is just fantastic. Okay. Fragrance soak. 30-degree wash. 60-degree wash. Low spin. Heavy spin. And drain. Perfect. Machine is turned off. Alright, I think we need to find a thing that tells us how to reset the washing machine by pushing some of the buttons on it. Okay. I think we can do that. Heck. Well, for those of y'all who are new to Silent Hill, the long and short of the series is that in a very small town in the northwestern United States, there is a town called Silent Hill. Used to be a big tourist place, but due to an economic downturn, a lot of people wound up leaving, and now it's more or less a ghost town. There is also a mysterious cult that makes its residence there. This cult believes that bringing about the return of their god will cause a paradise on Earth. One of the members of this cult, Dahlia Gillespie, has a daughter who is born with psychic powers, and figures that she can use those in order to bring about the return of the cult's god, because her daughter is able to make her thoughts manifest in reality. They do a ritual to impregnate her with their god. It doesn't go well. The daughter's emotions go out of control, causing a fire in the house, which splits her soul into two. The other part of her soul goes off to become a little girl named Cheryl Mason. When she's about 7 years old, a mysterious force causes her to return to the town, recombining with Alessa, who regains her psychic powers. In order to stop the cult's return, Alessa astral projects herself around town, trying to spread the seal of Metrotron, a mystical mark which will cause the cult's god to be trapped in the town forever, saving the outside world. However, unbeknownst to her, her nightmares, the torture that she's spent the last 7 years dealing with, also escapes from her mind and causes her nightmares to manifest in reality. The rest of the series is basically spiritual powers of various sorts manifesting characters' nightmares into the real world. This game doesn't understand that and thinks that there's just like an alternate dimensions full of evil stuff or something, and nah. It's a little weird. Have a great night, Skyfox. Thank you so much for bringing your friends by. I appreciate you. Basically Vilecat, yeah. I watched the movie. I know they're not exactly the same. The explanation helped clear up a lot. Right. So the big differences with the movie are... Hey, Vinyl, how's it going? The big differences between the movie and the games are, one, the games do not have literally the Christian devil in them like the movie does. Alessa is not evil in the games. She's not out for revenge. She's actually trying to save the world. She's like actively sacrificing herself to save humanity. In the movie, she's like out for revenge and she's like evil and she sold her soul to the devil and whatever. In the games is not really like that. The cult's a little bit different. Can you rank your favorites so far? Also, why? I know it's a bit cliche, but I think 2 is my favorite. Like, it's very nice to play. I like 2, then 3, then 1, then 4. And then probably all the other ones are below it. This one's probably my second least favorite. Like, Downpour's worse than this, but this one's very boring. Let me see, what did we just pick up? Oh, it took laundromat token. Okay. Oh, and also there's no coal fire in the games. The whole coal mine thing was added in PT's pretty good. That one's pretty good. I think that counts. It's not like an entire game, but like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, the town had a coal mine, but it dried up way before they even started the tourist trade. So like, it dried up in the late 1800s. And there was no fire in it. Also, the town of Silent Hill, I should point out, the movie Town of Silent Hill is based on the town of Centralia, Pennsylvania. The one in the games is not. It's not. Oh, God. Yeah, that director's really weird. Machine turn on. Okay. Okay.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Okay. Rudine! How's it going today? Spin! Oh, that's a spin cycle, alright. Haha, laundromat go brrr. So everything is inaccurate in the Silent Hill movie? More or less. I think they pretty much just take a lot of liberties. And they don't really use the plot of the games at all. The only things they do get right are all of the music is stolen from Silent Hill 3, and it's all still good. And the town itself kind of feels... Well, it's a fun movie to watch. It's a fun. It's just a good time. And turn your brain off and enjoy some of the imagery. A lot of the monsters are from Silent Hill 2, yeah, which is weird because in Silent Hill 1 they should probably be the monsters that are conjured from Alessa's nightmares instead of being the ones that the spiritual power of the town conjured from James's head, a character which does not appear or exist in the Silent Hill movie, but it was probably fine, right? That's fine. I'm sorry to anyone who had this as their first Silent Hill experience. I promise the other games are good. The series is very good. Why is there a Vitruvian man on the wall here?
I don't know. Just like the Vitruvian man just has a black splotch where his crotch should be.
Well, we can't show a penis in the game. We're gonna lose our M rating. Wait. The lead looks like a creator character? A little bit, yeah. Ugh. What if Shattered Memories was the first one? Ugh. I got problems with that game. I should director commentary. The reasoning was they were sure if there was a second movie, so they used the iconic figure from Silent. Yes, I believe that's correct. That sounds right. And it makes sense. It's also weird that for the second movie they just skipped ahead to the third game. And then they made Pyramid Head Heather's stand. Oh my god. No! This thing's just like, they're like, no, we're gonna take health away from you. Do a quick time event. Oh, goodness gracious. What is up with that big doll monster? That mannequin spider monster in Revelations 3D? What the heck is up with that? What even is that? Wait a minute, back here? Wait a minute. Didn't I save? In the diner? I was pretty sure I saved. Suji, I'm beginning to think you might be right. I just hated how the kill mark didn't always work, so unfortunately I never got back to this game. That's totally fair. This game's it's got some issues. It's got some got a couple problems in it. I've noticed a couple problems that this game has. We're not supposed to know the combination to this yet, right? I don't think we're supposed to know the combination for that one yet. Serial code for fish. Maybe it's like copy protection or something, and they're just like, no, you have to know the fish's birthday. We put it in the instruction manual. Hey, Suji, but imagine this, though. What if you played this game on the PSP? Yeah, compared to other PSP games, it's pretty good. It's kind of impressive that they fit an entire, like, you know, kind of semi-open world horror game on the PSP. No. It was originally on PSP, correct. Okay. Well, that's interesting, Raggy. Huh. Oh boy. Played Metal Gear Acid 2 on PSP. You know what? Acid's real good. I quite like it. Kind of like those Acid games. Ah, Patapon's legit. Although Patapon 2 is available on, what, PS4 and 5 now? Not a bad way to go. Would recommend. Oh, Loco Roco's real good. Loco Rocom. There. Hate these things. These monsters are called two-backs. Because...
As in the beast whip.
Yeah. It's, you know, there's this continuing trend of Western, like, horror game and movie directors, just going, hey, it's sex. Isn't it scary now? And it's like, yeah, very, very scary. I get it. Sex is scary. Okay, I get it. I just don't. I guess we're all just gonna humor them. Yeah, but Suji, they're really convinced that it is. So, like... Oh, Gitaru Man is an absolute classic. Well, the monsters always represent something. They usually do. There's some exceptions to that. And the coolest thing, Grusel, is that all of the monsters in every Silent Hill game come from somebody's head. So they're supposed to tell you something about the mind that they came from, right? So in Silent Hill 1, the nightmare is created from Alessa. So every location you go to where the nightmare spawns and every monster that you see tells you something about Alessa, about her personality, about her fears, and things like that. Like there's that caterpillar and butterfly boss fight that kind of alludes to the butterfly collection that she had. There's monsters that are based on Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth, because they're kind of like dinosaur shaped, like pterodactyl monsters. A lot of the puzzles have to do with things like Alice in Wonderland or Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, things like these books that she read. And you get information about all this from the monsters themselves, but also when you visit her room and you see all these things that inspired them, right? Which is really neat. In Silent Hill 2, the town's spiritual power itself has has become corrupted by the events and the nightmare of the first game. And it's kind of become stuck in this habit of finding the darkness in people's hearts and then manifesting it into the real world. And so the monsters that you get in that game are born from James's mind, his emotions, and his own like fears and manifestations. So like they're very cool because they're telling you something about our main character. In Silent Hill 3, Alessa's nightmare returns, but through the filter... I can't believe that guy just grabbed me like that. It's just so fucking annoying. It's just the most annoying attack this thing can do. I hate it.
I love that it's like trying to get you to
Ugh. Portable Ops is very okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's just an enemy from Silent Hill 2, but they made his attacks horny for some reason. Yes. Yes. All the monsters in this... Well, the majority of the monsters from this game are taken from other games. Except they're way more annoying. That's about that. Ah, good. My service pistol has turned into an assault rifle, and my shotgun is now a pistol. Amazing. What a good game. Also, I love how the reload animation on this revolver is that you pull back a slide? Question mark? I'm sure it's fine. It's up there with the shotgun reload and Never Dead. Oh god! Is there a suppressor on the revolver? I don't think so, but it's possible. Also, hey, check it out, it's Pyramid Head. I mean the Butcher. I'm kidding, it's just Pyramid Head. We just wanted to make Pyramid Head again. I just learned a lot after playing the games, what it all meant. The only thing too that bothered me were the cockroaches, because they didn't really fit, and downpours were just all about prison. 100% agree. Also, the sewers in Silent Hill 1 didn't really make any sense. Like, they didn't need to really be in there. I'm not sure why they are. But yeah, those bugs in SH2 don't really mean a lot. Yeah, we died. And apparently it didn't, the game didn't save. Jeez, the shotgun in this game is so powerful. Like, it took me, what, like eight shotgun shells? Or 3 shotgun shells and 12 revolver bullets.
Pyramid Head for Smash.
I'd actually be down for that. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah. Yeah, Downpour... Downpour's metaphors are really, unfortunately, boring. Because, yeah, it's like clocks and cages and prisoners and bars and clocks and cages. And it's like, yes, I get it. He was in prison one time for like a week. I get it. I understood, game. I will save, thank you. There's a save point right here, and I'm pretty sure I used it. I was pretty convinced that I used this save point right here. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, now it's saved. Alright, good. A week in prison and his entire other world is like just prisoners in cages and bars. Ugh. The weirdest thing about the character in Downpour, Murphy Pendleton. The weirdest thing about Murphy is that, like, his other world does not imply that he had any life or existence outside of being in prison for a bit. Like, he doesn't really have anything else going on, or any other trauma, or, like... It's very weird. There is a Korn song in the credits of Downpour. Yes. And it is called Silent Hill. I believe Korn later released an album titled Silent Hill? Is that correct? No. Please. Please, Travis, please. Travis, please. Travis, please. Oh, thank goodness. Korn did a song called Haze. Oh, based off the hit video game? Haze? Perfect. Get Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. I mean, she was in the HD collection, which released around the same time, right? I think she was the voice director for that game, and also voiced Mary and Maria. Badly. The sewer in one was a bit strange. Yeah, especially because I think that the environments in the Silent Hill games are chosen very purposefully. Like in Silent Hill 1, all the environments relate to Alessa in some way. They're all places that were important to her or that she had been to, like her school, the hospital where she was interred after being burned, like the amusement park where she spent time, like all of this kind of stuff. Like they're all related to Alessa in some way. Except for those sewers. Very weird. Avadrox, thank you so much for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Nice to have you here. I can find no evidence that Korn released an album called Silent Hill. Okay, maybe... yeah. Maybe that just happened in my own personal nightmare. I don't listen to Korn. Oh god, Hex. Don't waste the amp. Oh god, you could just stomp him though. Living for the sensation. Oh, Corinne, thank you so much. I thank you for following me on Twitter, I guess. I'm sorry for all the shit posts. My Twitter content is either like furry memes, politics, or like thirst posting, right? I think that's most of it. Vor, yeah. Jeez, I was really surprised at how much that Vor post took off, too. Whew. Alright, gotta run in here and get that token again. And also, all of these introduce people into werewolves, or introduce werewolves into people.
I
maybe 13
constantly
or 14
reference
of
the
them.
Vor post. The Magnum Vorebus is a work of art and scripture of the truth.
I don't mean to. This is just how my brain works.
Can I have some money for the pinball?
Yes.
I like to think that was the end of that memory. Can I have some money for the pinball? Yes. Here you go. Just all my content's getting consumed. Okay. Overwrite. I gotta make sure that, like, ugh. The wolf form ripping out the wolf form ripping out through the human. Huh. American Werewolf in Paris. That might be right. What's y'all's favorite werewolves though? Cause like, do y'all remember the Van Helsing movie?
Uh-huh.
That movie's silly, but it's got some good werewolves in it. It's real good.
The Van Helsing werewolf was the best.
They're pretty well designed.
The Van Helsing werewolf was where a lot of people there were a lot of teenagers in God, when did that come out? That would have been like 2006. Watching that movie, looking at Hugh Jackman as werewolf and what's his face playing Dracula, going, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
Huge Jackman.
Also, to say nothing of fucking God, who's the actress who played Anna, because she was also one of those moments where I'm like, I don't know what these feelings are. A little voice in the back of my head. Give it a few years, you'll realize you're bi.
Twitter's algorithm is terrible. I don't think I've seen any of Lucky's tweets for over a month. Oh no. Maybe I just have to post better stuff. Kind of like the movie. It was trashy, but a good movie, enjoyable. Yeah, I agree. Empty cages everywhere. Cages and bars and clocks. Oh, and cages. Blim. So what this part of the game is trying to do is give you, like, in Silent Hill 2... Funny, this game trying to be Silent Hill 2 in some way. In Silent Hill 2, when you're going through, like, the apartment buildings, each of the apartments is a little bit different and kind of tells you a little bit something about the person who lived there. So, like, there's that one where it's got, like, the butterfly collections all over the walls, and there's a bunch of moths, like, flying around in the room. There's ones where, like, there's the one where there's a shopping cart in the middle with a gun in it, and there's bullet holes all over the walls. So there's, like a really good environmental storytelling about, like, the people that lived in these spaces, right? Which is important for Silent Hill 2, which I think is kind of about the way that people interacting with each other can hurt them. And so you get a lot of spaces like hospitals and prisons and hotels and apartment buildings where people have to be in proximity to other people, and in places where your behaviors and actions can hurt others. And I think that's kind of what Silent Hill 2 is about in a little bit. And in this game, it's a motel, which doesn't really make a lot of sense that there's all these cages in here, because, like, who dragged in all these cages to this motel? And didn't somebody stop them? And wasn't somebody like, what are you doing with all these cages in your motel room? I don't know. Can't wait to find out Travis just imagined this whole trucker due to childhood trauma the whole time. Oh, no. Go full Homecoming. Digidegrade legs are very good. Very good. Would recommend. Alright, I think I'm gonna go through the laundromat again, and then I'm missing the paper that tells us what we do with the laundry machine, which is a little annoying. Gotta use this. The endings change the characters. It doesn't matter what a Silent Hill 2 ending you get. James always did the same bad thing. In Downpour, the nature of the bad thing you did changes, so that you can't make the game about dealing with it. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. Like, there's an ending in Downpour where it's a Downpour specific problem, but it's a little bit of a problem in Shatmem as well. And there's only 2 endings in this game, I think. And the bad ending is you wake up and you were the butcher the whole time. It's very weird. It's incredibly dumb. But yeah, Downpour has a very big problem with that specific thing, because there's, like, the best ending is the one in which your son gets killed, you steal a police car to go to prison so that you can kill the guy that killed your son, even though there's lots of prisons out there, and Murphy's just like, oh yeah, I'll definitely get sent to the same prison as the guy who did the child murder for stealing a cop car. I don't know. Anyway, it works somehow. And then he cuts a deal with a crooked cop, which was also apparently part of his plan before he got into prison. I don't know. That doesn't make a lot of sense. And then gets into a situation where he can murder the guy. He doesn't murder the guy. Then he doesn't murder Officer Cunningham's dad. And then Officer Cunningham has him at gunpoint. Sorry, food's here. And then Officer Cunningham has him at gunpoint and says, okay, you didn't kill my dad, or, like, you know, put him in a wheelchair or whatever. You can go free, even though the crime he committed was stealing a cop car, which he still also did do, and so should still be in prison. I don't know. No big deal, whatever.
I just did the dumb thing. The person who delivered our food said, I hope you enjoy it. And I go, you too!
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that.
Love that for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna take my awkward ass somewhere else. She was pretty, I was stupid.
What was her name? Aphrodite? Our food was delivered by Aphrodite. There's also an ending for Downpour, which is Murphy's birthday party, which is only slightly less nonsensical as the ending where you wake up and you were playing as Officer Cunningham, and Murphy is the prison guard that she was dreaming about? Being? Or something? It's dumb. It's so dumb. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better, Wiccan.
It's a sign that your food was made with love.
Oh, it's true. It's probably true. Alright, so are we just missing out on like this whole area down here? Is that it? Ares once delivered by McDonald's, he killed me. He'll do that, yeah. He does like to eat, though. There's a reason they call him the God of Vor.
Ooh, those look good, but you may have to excavate.
That's alright. Could you pop that, like, on the counter in the kitchen for me? Whenever you got a sec? Could you pop that on the counter in the kitchen for me whenever you get a sec? Thanks. No, fine. Okay, there's clearly a monster in here. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. Kratos. Oh man, I just love weapon degradation. Isn't it great when your weapons break on you and you go to this quote-unquote quick menu? Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, you better sneeze.
Really likes the God of War pun. They really do. With their alternate costumes and everything.
No.
Goblin fodder, thank you so much for the follow. My fur and whiskers. Nice to have you here. I don't know how metal bars degrade unless you're hitting like really hard materials a lot. Yeah, it's like I think I've got a crowbar in here somewhere, and it's like, yeah, is this meat cleaver gonna shatter into a million pieces? Yeah. Oh, it makes the game so much scarier if you're all constantly worried about your weapons breaking, which they will. Weird beards, good to see you. The mist causes them to rust rapidly when you swing. Like incredibly rapidly. Nix, how are you? Oh, it's a suitcase full of shoes! You know how women be shopping? Women be having shoes. Thanks, Silent Hill. Is this the PSP version? It is the PS2 port. A shoot case. Perfect. You did it.
You made that pun.
You did it. God, this game is so dark. Not like tonally, but like... Alright, here. Let me just equip this CRT. I'm gonna carry around the CRT that I love. That I play Smash Brothers Melee on. PS2 ports of PSP games, I remember those. Yep! This is my Smash Brothers TV. me see. I think we've gone and explored most of this. So what are we missing? Origins is the only PS2 port of a PSP game that I can think of. There are a few. Like Shattered Memories also got one. The PS2 version is similar to the PSP port. There was Liberty City Stories, Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. I don't think Daxter ever got one, unfortunately. Okay. I think we're supposed to be able to figure out this fish calendar. I think we're supposed to be able to. But I don't know what the date is.
Do you have a limited number of tries you can use?
No. Unlimited.
And you're so fucking surprised.
Yeah.
I've been bamboozled.
They do be surprised, though. Let's see. Do you want the answer to that fish puzzle, or do you want to solve it yourself? No, I'll take an answer. I'll take one. Oh, you're right, Grave Knight. They weren't ported to PS2, but they were, 6/12. Oh, okay. They were released as part of the, HD collection on PS3 and 4. So yeah. I like your TV. Oh, thank you. It's my CRT for playing Smash Brothers on. I'm gonna play Melee. There we go, thank you. Date set, a secret compartment opens in the calendar. There's an empty circular depression.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, okay. So we need the heart from the pool. We need... who does this character main in Melee? That's a great question. Who does Travis main? Alright. There's the washing machine there, which we don't have the document to figure that out. And then there's the heart in the pool, which we then need to bring to the Vice, I think? Yoshi main? Okay, I'm for this. I don't think there's another mirror around here, though, is there? There's the one in 503. Okay, here's the other world one. I think we've pretty much done everything we need to do in there. And I don't really want to go to the other world. Not very fun. But maybe what we have to do is get, like, oh, do you think we can get into room 500 in the other world? Maybe that's what we gotta do. We could do that. That's okay. That shouldn't take too long. We'll just give it a shot. Card game RPG? Did y'all ever play Custom Robo for the GameCube? That's a heckin' game. I was talking to Will about this the other day, about how weird that game gets. Beat it? Okay, good. I hope y'all don't mind spoilers, because I gotta talk about that ending right quick. So, like, Custom Robo starts out like it's Pokemon, or like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something, right? Like, you start out that game, and it's like kids battling their custom robos together, and you have kinda schlubby, like, best friend who's a bit of a failure, but he's loyal, and then you have girl, and, like, it's basically just Joey and Taya, right? And, like, you have your 3-person group, and they hang out, and they battle their custom robos, and then there's a group of evil custom robo battlers, right? Which are, like, they're just a Team Rocket. And they're very silly, and they show up from time to time, and, like, challenge you to custom robo matches and whatever. And they're like, we're custom robo terrorists, or what have you. Like, it's silly, right? Okay. So at the end of the game, you get to, like, talk to this Team Rocket group. And the Team Rocket group goes, hey, we've never had, like, a philosophical discussion together. I've got some questions to ask you kids. Hey, question, true or false? The Earth is flat. And if you answer false, the people on your team go, what are you talking about? Of course the Earth is flat. What are you, dumb? Like, we all learned that in school. Duh. And then they go, true or false? Grass is a living thing. And if you answer true, your friends are just like, what are you talking about? Everybody knows grass is made out of plastic. Duh. And it turns out that the city that the entire game has been taking place in is a dome, which is the last city on Earth after an apocalypse has ruined the environment. And the evil Team Rocket group is trying to break people out of the dome and raise awareness that there's an entire world outside. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, Custom Robo? This is basically the Matrix. It's like the Matrix, except not in a computer. It's quite a twist. It's very weird. It is such a complete left turn. I love it. It's great. You wind up teaming up with, like, the Team Rocket group because you're like, oh god, actually, they were right. And then there's, like, you start finding illegal custom robo parts, which cannot be used in, like, custom robo matches with kids, but you can use them outside of the dome. And there's, like, biological parts, too. It's so strange. What a weird, weird game. Custom Robo 64. Was 64 weird too? It's kind of trippy and I'm here for it. That game is like, oh, it's really good. It's really good. Would recommend. Such a bizarre game. Okay, what would be great is if there was, like, a mirror in the maintenance room so we could get in, like, there. Or maybe one of these suites has a mirror in it.
Well, if it isn't a heck in bun.
Heck. Well, well, well. Dr. Thallium. We meet again. The single player MMO simulator. That was so bizarre. Or like, when it wasn't Armored Core, it was Front Mission, had an entire simulated internet.
Rabbit.
There's an entire simulated internet in like Front Mission 3, where like they've got websites and everything you have to go on. It's really cool. They just put a bunch of lore in there too. But yeah, I did like .hack, where people would send you emails and stuff. Like pretend people sending you emails. It was very neat. I'm glad Travis loved him television. Yes, more Silent Hill. Yeah! I regret to inform you, Penky, it's Silent Hill Origins. So, only by the strictest technicality, it is more Silent Hill. Bouncer or the Quiet Man? The Bouncer. I haven't even beat the Bouncer, and I would probably still take that over. Someone really flipped out in here.
So people are going hacking nuts over the tall Resident Evil lady, and I'm all for it, because she's as dangerous as Mr. X and looks hacking classy while doing it.
Yeah! I think her hat's even better than Mr. X's. If he just if he suddenly became a collie furry.
Nevertheless, X will give it to you.
A lot of characters going shirtless with collars in there. It's a whole game made out of it. Bouncer's fashion goals, is it? I mean, legit. Do you? If Volt Kruger just showed up in Kingdom Hearts, I'd be down for that.
What?
Or if they did, no, Kingdom Hearts. Or if they did, like, a new Air Guys. And just threw some characters in there, why not? She'd get Sora in Air Guys. It could work. God bless the ring. Okay, so that room is locked. We need to open it. Radio? What's going on with that radio? Oh, in my hand? No, this is my TV. This is my television. I'm just giving it a tour of this motel. What year is it? I slept so hard. I'm here now. What I missed? Well, apparently it's 1961.
Capcom knows what side its bread is buttered at Stephen Walk. I want to see more Darkstalkers, too, but I'm lucky they even made Mega Man 11.
It's for playing Smash Brothers Melee on. That hack has 6 games? No, let me see. Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then GU 1, 2, 3. And then the 4th was released with the HD remaster, right? Or were there only GU 1 and 2 and then the 3rd one was on the remaster? I can't remember. Alright, I'm gonna run over to the diner and save again. There's 3 before the remaster. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Darkstalkers is good. Darkstalkers, the American cartoon, is better. By which I mean, like, the worst. It's great. There was a cartoon? There were 2. There was an anime, and then there was an American Saturday morning cartoon show. And imagine Darkstalkers being turned into a Saturday morning kids cartoon show. Whew. It's very weird.
So you're saying you like the terrible Irish accent of Morrigan, Bun? Perhaps you'd like to make your impersonation of an Irish person.
No.
Hold on, let me get Casey.
No. No. No.
Honey, you were illegally cute.
Aww. It's hilarious and uncomfortable. That's correct. It's.
Okay, I will tell you you were cute. You will believe me.
Aww.
I will make sure that happens.
Aww. I'm guessing they toned down the outfits. Not as much as you might think. There was also a Saturday morning Street Fighter. Yes, and a Saturday morning Mortal Kombat. Which included the catchphrase, combat time! Blum.
I just remember that weird scene that got memed where Morgan eats some kid off a cliff.
Oh, it's so good. They also tried to make an Alien Saturday morning cartoon, and they should have. It's a crime that they didn't. I really wish. Okay, what am I? The action figures are classy, though. Jim's got so many of those action figures. I vaguely remember a RoboCop cartoon, but not really. A Guilty Gear Saturday morning cartoon show? Oh, jeez. What would Faust even be? Jackie Chan did indeed have a cartoon. Jackie Chan Adventures. And it's great. It's very good. Would recommend.
There are demons invading the mortal realm, cities are being destroyed, monsters roam the streets.
Correct.
And the big dance is tomorrow, Devil May Cry,
The
the Saturday
big
morning
dance
cartoon
is
show.
tomorrow. Dante, who are you taking? What are your major complaints with Origins? Okay. Weapon degradation sucks. The quick menu is not quick, and the combat is terrible. Enemies are way too aggressive. They have quick time event attacks that drain your HP, which makes them annoying to deal with. The worst of them are stolen from other Silent Hill games and just copy-pasted here with much more annoying movesets. Weapons breaking is awful. The story makes no sense both on its own merits and also in the context of Silent Hill, which it is painfully trying to retcon into being something that it's not. To the point where I feel like it was written by people who do not understand what happened in the first Silent Hill game. Graphically, it's pretty good for a PSP game, and it's impressive that they managed to fit an entire, like, open-world Silent Hill on the PlayStation Portable. It's pretty good. But, like, do you want to see, like, okay, nothing encapsulates my complaint the same way as... Oh god, I can't even get to it now. Nothing encapsulates my complaint so much as the names of the streets on the town map. Which is like, Silent Hill has a running trend of naming streets after popular horror or well-known horror authors and directors. Like King Street, Kuntz Street, like there's a lot of these. They're
like a medieval bed.
Not John Romero. Romero? There's not a Romero Street. So like they name them flavorfully after like horror directors. Sam Raimi, of course.
Yes.
Co-director of Night of the Living Dead. Suji Blue Moon says, what's up? Heckin' all of the new streets they've added to the map on the town are like Oak Avenue and Central Street. And like, the fuck is that? What is that? Alright, give me just a sec. I'm gonna... Okay. I'm gonna look up a thing real quick. They don't even have a... I don't think they even have an Elm Street. Ridiculous. Sorry, I'm looking up a thing right here. See where I need to go. Okay. It says here. Okay. Janitor's note, which we should have picked up. Welcome back, Cyber. We should have picked up a janitor's note in the... There it is. Janitor's note. Okay. Now seeing Lucy Lawless dunk on Kevin Sorbo's weird QAnon bullshit, I feel so much regret. Oh, Xena's so good. One of the laundry machines is busted. Okay. Okay, do the reset thing. Low spin, 60 wash, drain, pre-rinse. Zal, no! Alright, low spin, 60 wash, drain, pre-rinse. Low spin, 60 wash, drain, pre-rinse. Okay. Low spin, drain, pre-rinse. Got it. Oh, it's a snake, and this is the Cleopatra key. Oh, that's a shame.
Snacky.
Snacky. Snacky. Just some old magazines. Those look like notes, not magazines, but that's fine. It's all good, it's all good! Also, Tanky, I'm so sorry if you enjoy this game. That's totally legit and cool, and it's okay. I didn't mean to cheat silly by ragging on this game.
I have to say, that looks like a good bet.
I could make a snack joke,
Yeah.
but I am snack-sized compared to Bun anyway, and he may point that out.
Yum, 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 yum. Alright, so we're gonna drop down here. Aww. Okay, good. Just so long as, like, yeah. Like, I do this when I'm playing Kingdom Hearts too, because I rag on that game so fucking hard. That whole series, like, I'm just gonna tear it a new one, and it's like, I think it's bad and awful. Also, I love it. It's the best. Where did all my internet go? Okay, it's back. I'm sorry if that buffered. Where are you supposed to put the TV? Oh, you're not supposed to put. It's a weapon. It's one of the 50 million weapons that we've got in our inventory. Like this plank of wood, this giant wrench, we got a screwdriver, there's this typewriter, this big box here. The only game people can't elude on. Well, I don't know, Cyber. There's this light stand. This pole. Oh, here's a light stand. Or a shovel. And this like crate.
Does this game have a board with a nail
Filing
in it?
cabinet.
If not, 0 out of 10. Bad game.
I don't think it does. Alright, ready for some weirdness? Here's some weirdness. This is gonna be real dumb. Remember where I said Lisa is filling in for Maria when it comes to like just there to be weird and sexual during the game because they're just trying to make Silent Hill 2 again? It's weird. Mr. Pan!
Lisa?
Thank you so much for the follow, my furry whiskers. Gosh. I'm almost
You
at...
have a habit of popping up where you're not wanted, Mr. Grady. Isn't it time
What is that
you
echo?
left town?
I can't.
Try harder.
Is that on my end? Oh, that's only on my end. I know it. I know what's going on. My mistake. That is so awkward. Yes. And mind you,
I am here to be
like,
lit and sexual, Maria.
some awkwardness in conversations is not a bad thing in a Silent Hill game. Necessarily. Who's this dude? This is Dr. Kaufman, who was in charge of taking care of Alessa when she was in the hospital. He's in Silent Hill 1. I don't know why the loot is there. No, you are no such thing. No self-depy over here. You're wonderful. You're also innocent, though. There's so much Pyramid Head for it. And also Triangle Girl, Pyramid Head's hot sister. Kaufman, we're almost ready, but must hurry. I sense our hold on her power is weakening. I worry that she draws strength from the core I hold. I will leave it behind, hidden in this darkness. It will be safe. Grady is unlikely to return here. He is still running around town chasing after ghosts. He is ignorant of the big picture anyway.
No self-depping, or else fun will steppy. Wait, that could backfire.
I will wait for you here, finish your business, and join me soon. The time approaches. The Flauros is shattered, thrown to the wind, and her will is still buried deep in a sleeping mind. This time the ritual will succeed. Okay, so they're like, the first ritual failed? We gotta do it again? Is, I guess, the plot of this game is that instead of doing the ritual and it just working, they're like, no, gotta have a second ritual. Oh yeah, Montgomery. I would never kid about that. I hope they wrote that note as a joke and forgot to take it out or something. Yes, we've had one ritual, but what about second rituals? Maybe hacks? I don't know. Why a ritual and not a poor ritual? Well, he is a doctor.
I must say, it would fit the idea of insanity for wanting to do the same thing twice and expect different outcomes.
I accidentally clicked on the mirror, which sends us into the quote-unquote other world. Hey, can I mention something here? Can I mention a little pet peeve of mine when it comes to the lore of this game? Okay. Even if, like, okay, I admit I heckin' nitpick this game a lot because, like, I'm very concerned with, like, Silent Hill's lore and cosmology and stuff like that. So I'm gonna nitpick this game a lot. This game uses the Flauros to, like, contain Alessa's power or some shit instead of, like, what it does in Gnostic lore, which is, like, you know, break through the binds of other demons. Like, it had... Okay, so, like... So there's a lot of, like, little nitpicks that I have about just the way this universe works in this game. And things like having a second ritual. It's kind of dumb, but it's pretty excusable. You can do that if you want to make, like, a prequel, right? The one thing that I think, like, is completely inexcusable is the fact that the other world does not exist. It currently cannot exist because it only shows up once Cheryl is reunited into Alessa's body 7 years after this game takes place. So, like, that's when the nightmare is created. I don't know what this place we're in is. or is supposed to be, but it doesn't exist yet. Why? I just.
If this is what Bun sounds like when he's peeved, I certainly don't want to see him, Angie.
Time traveling nightmares? Oh god. Please no. It's the utter world because the game writers write like a cow. Oh. Well, there are those like big cow monsters, so that makes sense. Yes, Suji. What can I do for you? I'm falling deep into the rabbit hole. That happens from time to time. Okay. Okay. So now we have to...
Kids love the meat pool.
Kids just love that meat pool. Big tourist draw. Okay. I think we can make it into like this maintenance room over here somehow. I think that's what we're supposed to do next. Okay. Because we can't leave that room without using the mirror, right? Meat pool is like Deadpool, but squishier.
Are you sure it didn't exist until the Cheryl symbiote bonded with Alessa, or is that the coal fires messing with your olfactory processors because of all the ash?
No, why do you hurt me so, though? Sometimes I feel like half of y'all are just here to see me suffer. And I mean, you know what? I'm okay with that.
Boy? Why?
Yeah, but you don't need to call me out on it, Rand.
What? No, no. That's my coat, you asshole. Cease. Desist.
I have been angry on Twitter a couple of times.
Listen, I'm just here to say dumb stuff and make you laugh, then fall asleep in your pocket. I'm a man of simple pleasures.
You're alright, Dalian. Like, what did I see on Twitter that made me very angry the other day? Oh, all those people that think that bust of Cesar Chavez on Biden's desk is Hugo Chavez. Oh my god. Can you even, like, what?
Maybe this other world was created when the darkness in Alessa's heart possessed the nanomachines being stores in the coal mine?
Yeah, that makes
sense. And then
the
cult made it stronger with the mommy rock.
Why not? Oh, they don't even look the same. It's a bust. You could do a quick Google search and find out what Hugo Chavez looks like. You could have just Googled it. I just don't. Oh god. Also, I know I know it's supposed to be Cesar Chavez, but also it just looks like Mads Mikkelsen, so I think it's just a bust of Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, does Biden ever busted Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah, on the back of his desk.
That would be fucking amazing. Mads Mikkelsen should be on, like, everyone's desk to remind us to, like, do better. I don't specifically know why Mads, but at the same time, he's this specific, like, type of low-key awesome that I feel like...
Secretly a big Hannibal fan. Yeah. Yeah. Here, it's
to explain Bun's suffering, we are put on this earth to suffer. We each have our own private pain. We must pass that pain on to our brother. The never-ending cycle starts again. Techno Destructo, the private pain of Techno Destructo.
Biden put a bust of Cesar Chavez on the mantle behind his desk, and I said it just looks like Mads Mikkelsen.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. a little bit. I think it's the hair. Such a lust for revenge. Ooh. Thoughts on Vampire Lady and RE8? Very tall. Tall lady. Television! Oh no, my television's gone! Alright, what do we use next? The light stand? I'm sad I don't have an IV drip. Those are funny. This is pretty funny too, though. Alright.
Is that an IV stand or a lamp post? Or lamp?
It's a light stand.
It's a lamp.
It's a lamp.
It's a floor lamp.
Travis loves
That's
lamp.
one tall lady in RE8. She can step on me
Stick
whenever
that
she
into the
likes.
narrow slit
That's
in the
right,
wall.
I said it.
Oh, come on.
We're gonna watch our stories now. Yeah, I have not played the Resident Evil demo yet. However, I have downloaded it. And maybe we should play it once we finish this. If we got some time. If I'm not too sleepy. I think we're pretty close to the end. This should be the last level until the, like... There's, like, an ending scene. But, like, this should be pretty much it. Be able to... Oh, here we go. I do have a PS5. It was not easy. It was, It was kind of an endeavor getting one of those. Great camera. No, could you do the finishing animation? No? Didn't feel like it? Didn't feel like it, Travis! Alright. Anything? No? Oh my god. Alright, Travis, please. Do something.
Maybe when RE8 comes out, PS5s may be back in stock,
Okay.
but I am still not feeling a big drive to drop that kind of money.
Yeah, that's legit. Can I borrow it? Yeah, okay. You wanna play some Demon Souls? You wanna come over and play some Demon Souls? Who were the first 7 evil presidents? Let me see. Jackson. Taft. Polk.
Polk gets forgotten constantly, but he's arguably, like, he is one
Reagan?
of the bastards. Yeah, Reagan.
Nixon. Wow, we've had a few. Yeah.
The unnameable orange one who will remain.
Didn't Jefferson own slaves?
You forgot the clone of Abraham Lincoln. Evil Lincoln.
Yes.
I mean, the thing is, Jefferson owned slaves, and so did, like, if we're using slave owning, that's a poor one. On the other hand,
That's about half our presidents.
yeah. I was going to say, at least as far as we know, most of them had the, like, sense of decency to not try to have romantic relations with them, so... I mean, Jefferson probably counts up there, even if you ignore the shittiness of him and Sally Hemings. His general awful, vengeful, petty personality that nobody fucking remembers easily puts him on
Hey,
the
Bun.
Hmm.
I hope
This
you're
is
having an
getting
amazing
accused
evening.
Aaron
3,
Burr
you
of,
deserve it.
like,
Ruby!
treason and trying to take over
Hello!
the United States.
How are you? Thank you so much for the biddies.
I mean, Washington's teeth weren't made of wood, like we were told in history class, but the teeth of slaves.
I think we've had more than 7, I'm just gonna say. But anyway. Alright, I'm gonna take this and get to the over there. Ruby, I hope you're doing fantastic. I heard you made, I'm sick? Oh no! Yeah, what did you do yesterday? I heard you had a record. Or a PB. And I want to know all about it.
Yeah, Ben
How do I
Franklin
get out
never,
of here?
never got there.
How do I get out of here? PB, hard time attack, boss rush. Yeah! Nice! Ruby does, Heckem Shadow of the Colossus speedruns, and they're awesome! Super cool. Mm-hmm. Aww.
Oh, I forgot to say. The reason I was dizzy last night turned out not to be the spinning like I thought. Turns out I forgot to take my meds. Take your meds, kids.
Aww. Zumi hit me with a Zumi's a good bean.
Zumi's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just the cutest thing. Holy shit. Not as cute as Bun, but then I am biased.
But putting the buy in biased.
Hey, just for that pun, just for that.
Yeah. Love you.
Also, you best love me because I took all the vegetables off of your flautas.
Oh, thank you. Heck.
Zumi just has the cutest fucking voice. It's just so. I'm just like, oh my god, you're too sweet. Too tiny.
I like boats, but then again, I'm ballast. Oh, Tanky. Oh, Tanky. Oh. I like it. Alright, how do we get out of here, though? So, like, okay, here's my issue. Like, okay, all these doors locked.
Wait.
Pretty much trapped in
Bun.
here.
Not
But if we go
want.
back to the mirror
Vegetables?
here...
But. Vegetables, but. Bun? Does not compute.
So the door is locked, so we can't get back out of that room if we leave the other world. So we gotta be in the other world, right? Oh wait, what? I think I'm missing an item here. I do like vegetable soup, actually. Vegetable soup is pretty good. Oh. Also, this game has a stamina system, which means that if you run for too long, you get tired. And then Travis is like, I don't feel like running anymore. I'm sleepy. And I'm like, I know, Travis. Me too. But maybe you could run away from the monsters a little more. And he's like, no. No. Okay, I forgot to pick up a ceremonial dagger in the diner. I mean, I should have known, right? I mean, where else would you put those? Medicine is good to take. Would recommend. Okay. So we stab the door.
Stab the door vagina.
Sarah, how are you? The door vagina. Pancakes? What? They do no such thing. Oh, I just said fuck it and threw shit at a wall with this one, huh? So, okay. Interesting story here. Konami published this game, but they shopped it out to a couple developers and gave it to Climax Studios LA, who were working on a version of this game, and you can find some pre-release like video of it, but it looked a little more Resident Evil 4E, like it was a third-person, over-the-shoulder kind of shooter. It had a few like weird Resident Evil monsters. Steph! Oh my gosh, hello Steph, and how are you? It's great to see you all today. Heck, Vembo! Welcome on in, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. I was just telling the story about the development of Silent Hill Origins. So yeah, Team Silent has nothing to do with this game, and it's being written by Sam Barlow? Sam Barlow and Dan Burlew mixed up, and they both worked on Silent Hill games. So this is being worked on by Climax LA for real cheap, and they're making a PSP title that looks a little bit Resident Evil 4E, and it's got some like Terminator monsters in it, and it looks kind of weird. So they give the lead artist, writer, director, and 16 other crew members leave the project and quit the company. Hey Kupta, how's it going? And Konami is apparently unhappy with the way it was shaping up. So, I think I'm out for the night. Oh no! Have a good night, Ruby. Is this RE7 drama? Oh, no. This is Silent Hill Origins drama. This is ice cold, like, years old drama. This is like 2010 drama or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So, heckin' gracious. I'm doing like a Silent Hill lore through, so if y'all have any Silent Hill related questions, I would love to talk about that. Just gush about how much I love Silent Hill. It was a PS2 title and a very late one, but the PS2 port was actually made off of the PSP release. So this was originally a PSP game, which is why it doesn't look very good even for a PS2 game. But as a PSP game, it looks pretty alright. Wango Buffalo, thank you so much for that follow, my fur and whiskers. So basically development on this game is halted, and they're like, well, we lost like 18 of our team members, including the lead artist and director. But it's still coming out on time, we promise. And Konami pulled their contract and dissolved the studio, and instead gave production over to Climax Studio UK. When Climax UK got a hold of it, it turns out that the game that the LA team was working on was a dark comedy inspired by the TV show Scrubs, called Silent Hill Origins, or Silent Hill Original Sin at the time. I know that sounds weird, because it is weird. It's very strange. But I promise that that's what they said. There's like an interview where they said this is the product they got. And you know what? I think I would have rather had that. So they were given about 2 weeks to rewrite the entire script and turn the game around. And turn it into this. So, I give some things in this game a bit of a pass. Hi Silverheart, how you doing? It's good to see you again. Heck, I've been very good. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts, which is torture, but other than that, I've been doing great. At least it would have been interesting. It would have been quite interesting. I'm a little bit wasting time here because my controller
Listen,
stopped
as much as you
working,
all
so-
probably fantasize about it, I don't think any of you would want to be force-fed by Bun. He'd probably go something like "Here comes the airplane in for a landing," and then make airplane sounds. Okay, maybe that would be cute.
Oh, heck. Silverheart, thank you so much for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Give me a sec. Suddenly, my sound's not working. Very weird. Okay, hopefully y'all were able to hear those alerts, because I didn't, and I don't know why. Anyway. What, Nyx? What? Really? Oh, thank you. That's incredibly delightful. Why would my controller just stop connecting? Very strange. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna get it going. Yeah, so apparently they had a couple weeks to turn this project around, and the way they went with it was, hey, we want to make something that's very similar to the first Silent Hill. Except they just borrowed plot elements, like the plot structure from Silent Hill 2. Aww. Heck. Y'all are way too nice. Theo, that's so wholesome. Heck. Oh, thank you, Koosy. Okay.
Oh, we're too
One
nice.
more try.
Right then, we take it all back. Greater than 3.
We take it all back. Maybe Scrublin Hill would have been a criticism of JD creeping on Elliot for That'd be weird. Be weird. Greater than 3. Okay. There we go, that's saved. Alright, so... So yeah, they made it into a very strange game, because they were heavily inspired by Silent Hill 1, but also I think they got a lot of their plot information about what Silent Hill 1 was about from a GameFAQs plot summary written by Dan Burlew, which, under the name President Evil, which he then put into the Silent Hill 3 Brady Games guide. And that's where a lot of the confusion comes from, because then the developers of this game got every idea they had about what Silent Hill was from that. Instead of any kind of internal documents.
I know it's touching back on an earlier thing, but I do admit, President Evil sounds like it has potential as a game.
I kind of agree with that, yeah. Demon, can you blame me though? They're so similar. Oh. Heck. Alright, now, okay, I've got an issue, and that's my controller and my headset have both stopped working, which is going to require me to restart my PC. Do y'all feel like hanging out for a sec, and then I'll just do that, and then come back on, and then we can finish up this game, because I think we're pretty darn close to the end here.
Don't worry, we'll wait.
Okay. All right.
I'll turn you back on.
Heck. Yeah, if y'all wouldn't mind waiting for just a sec, I'll be back. Give me like 3, maybe 4 minutes, and I'll do that. All right. Love y'all. See you in a minute.